President Biden will be in Detroit later today for the second leg of a tour aimed at selling his newly signed infrastructure bill. The president will visit what General Motors is calling a Factory Zero assembly plant. That's where they build electric vehicles, to talk about how the new legislation will boost production. NBCNews.com senior White House reporter Shannon Pettypiece joins us now for more on this. Shannon, good morning. So the White House chose this GM plant in Detroit for a very specific reason. Tell us about the message the president is hoping to deliver with this trip.
Well, the intent here is to focus on some of the impact or benefits that this bill is going to have when it comes to addressing the effects of climate change. That's one of the components we haven't heard as much about from the president yet, so we'll certainly hear more about that today. Part of that includes building out electric vehicle charging stations to encourage more people to get electric vehicles. And this plant he is visiting today, a GM plant, is part of the company's push to move all of their vehicles to electric by 2035. Another element of this climate change aspect to this bill we could also potentially hear about from the president is trying to make communities more resilient to withstand the effects of climate change. So things like improving their water infrastructure to reduce the risk of flooding, building up dams, levees, improving bridges, all those aspects as climate change certainly becomes something that's become more and more real to many people in the past couple of years.
Absolutely. So that's what's going to be happening today in Detroit. But yesterday, the president was in New Hampshire. That was the first stop after signing the infrastructure bill. Now, this wasn't about electric vehicles like today will be. He was actually just promoting the impact his bill will have on more traditional infrastructure projects, what people might think of when they think about what this bill is supposed to aid. And tell us about that.
Right, and trying to make this tangible to people, to give them specifics about what this will do. There's been so much talk about the numbers and the price tags. Well, here are some specifics, and that was what he was doing yesterday, highlighting this bridge in New Hampshire. Here's a bit more what the president had to say yesterday.
Thanks to the infrastructure law, we're going to make the most significant investment to modernize our roads and our bridges in 70 years. The law is going to speed up replacement of bridges by at least a year, and allow New Hampshire to invest in other critical infrastructure needs.
So all part of this effort by the White House to get political credit for this, to not only benefit the president, but also Democrats who are really banking on running on this bill and the benefits it provides to people in 2022.
Now, Shannon, this infrastructure bill that was signed in is just one part of the president's domestic agenda. Let's talk about that other one, this social spending and climate package. Can we expect a vote in Congress on that soon?
Well, there is the possibility. There is a plan that a vote will come this week. Of course, we have heard a lot of plans about when votes will come for bills that don't actually come to fruition. The president addressed this yesterday, saying he was confident that this would pass the House, that it would pass the House in the next week. Then it goes on to the Senate. Of course, there's still a rocky road ahead of this. A lot of members of Congress indicating this is something we could see being battled out well into the end of the year.
All right, Shannon Pettypiece at the White House for us. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.